So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Morrowind here on Twitch streams and later on in YouTube as well. And I was thinking of going and trying to read all the Full Queen books. At least they're not that long books. I'm kind of annoyed that I can't get this all really into a straight, nice pile. But anyways, otherwise, I think we can be going and starting with the Full Queen Book 1 and then read all the way through to the 7 in this stream. Start anyways. What is this Neravar build? Neravar build? Flame Rouge wrote about there being 8 of those books before. Oh, did you write that? Well, then I guess I shouldn't actually read it yet. Then I should be saving it, so that we can actually find the damnable 8th book, which I'm still missing. Fine. But I am a spell sword. I'm specifically good with long blades, but I'm trying to get the blunt weapon slightly used to. The vibration downstairs started again, but gladly there's so much this music that you guys can hardly even hear it. And yeah, these are my statistics if this is what you were asking about. What is my build here? Well, I guess we could read some other book before leaving. Though, not sure what book though. What would be a good book to read? Question mark. One of our floating books, maybe. The 4, sure. Let's read the 4. This is the first known record of the existence of a Bone Lord, scribed by the burnt skeleton in First Era 528 in A Life Hero of the Alician Army. Last the Argonian Maid. I think I read it a long time ago already, that Last the Argonian Maid. Oh gosh, I can hardly see Flame's colored text in normal chat, huh? It is sometimes that I'm kind of wondering if I should be changing that a little bit, but good for you, Visse. Good for you. You're being spared, yes. Maybe. I don't know if it's really a bad thing to see those things, though. It's good to see what you're writing, Flame. How have you guys been, by the way? Good. Besides, it's not like we didn't, most of us, hang out yesterday when we were watching Vista play, so... Screen adjustments were a bit low, it's alright. Okay, good. Then if you got that fixed, I shall start to read. During the mystical years of long ago, there was an ambitious mage. He lived in a jungle far in the south, in a time when magic uses were mysterious and considered blasphemous. This is also one of the more difficult words to say really well, for me anyways. Blasphemous and oftentimes regarded with fear. This was when the Mer still kept to themselves and the men and beast races ran in primitive tribes. They had no knowledge of the true gods, worshipping their ancestors and the few heroes of the day. Famous of them all was the Mage Lord Jihar, of which I write of today. Jihar was mighty and grew to such power that the tribe nearest him, made up of the Gashit, thought him a god, and frequently made pilgrimages to pray and sacrifice animals in his glory. And indeed the mage was powerful. He could call storms in when the dry season was in thrall, could bring a child to sterile couples, and could slay a dragon with a mere glance. His benevolence was also widely known. He watched over the tribe with a fatherly and kingly eye. But after a time he found he was growing old. His joints were stiffening and the scrolls of his magic began to blur to his tired eyes. He was troubled, and began looking for a way to delay his death, for he cared for his people, and he did not want to leave them without a leader. It was also a trying time when the tribes visited on pilgrimages. He had to remain hidden, so as not to reveal his coming age. which would affect the tribe as much as they would be driven to casting him down as a false god and revealing him as a forever feared magician. He went on a journey to find the cure to old age. He wandered the land for far and wide, and finally headed north, to the barren and frozen lands of strange northern men, unexplored by any of the people of the jungle or its surrounding deserts. Spring and summer passed, and the winter's dead cold descended on him. His arthritis was tortured to bear in the long nights, and he was caught in several snowstorms without shelter. He came to a land where the talon-like hills touched the sky, and the land was strewn with sharp rocks to cut the feet. There was no vegetation or animals to speak of in the god's forsaken place, only hellish heat and drought. But the ever-steady mage continued through all adversaries. It was on the 6th day of the 3rd month after he set out that he came to a spring of water. He sat down near it and took a breather. But as he bent to drink the water, it flew up in a spiral and materialized into a giant snake. The mage and the snake regarded each other, and the snake hissed these words twice. "Ageless is the earth that forms the well-known lands, living with a purpose and never giving in. Ageless is the earth that comes the foreign lands, forever steady in its way, taken from inside the courage to travel on." A silver ring materialized before it and dropped into the mage's hand. With that, the snake fell back into the pool with a pitter and a patter. The mage continued on his way. After a time, he passed out of the barren land into a marsh. He sank in the pools and was beset by terrible creatures of all sorts, some alive with all the colors of the rainbow, others cloaked in the dull colors of camouflage. But the ever-steady mage continued through all adversaries. On the 12th day of the 9th month, he changed upon a stretch of water, clear of duckweed and algae. It was immensely deep and clear all the way to the bottom. He sat down near it and took a breather, but as he bent to drink the water, it flew up in a spiral and materialized into a giant snake. The mage and the snake regarded each other, and the snake hissed these words thrice. "Ageless is the water that plays on well-known lands and paddles through troubles without a worry in mind. Ageless is the water that plays on foreign lands, forever steady in its way, taking from inside the courage to travel on." A silver ring materialized before it and dropped into the mage's hand. With that, the snake fell back into the pool with a pitter and a patter. The mage continued on his way. After the march came a forest teeming with life. The plants grew thicker than weeds in an old garden, and each step of the way the mage had to force his way through, hacking and slashing with a knife. Out of nowhere, gigantic monsters would appear, jewel lattering on their jaws. But the ever-steady mage continued through all adversaries. On the 18th day of the 15th month, he came upon a lake that stretched in all directions. The shores on either end, the last thing the eye could see before the horizon claimed the land. He sat down near it and took a breather. But as he bent to drink the water, it flew up in a spiral and materialized into a giant snake. The mage and the snake regarded each other, and the snake hissed these words thrice. "Ageless is life that grows on well-known lands, always continuing its circles, swinging through the balance. Ageless is life that grows in foreign lands, forever steady in its way, taken from inside the courage to travel on." A silver ring materialized before it and dropped into the mage's hand. With that, the snake fell back into the pool with a pitter and a patter. The mage continued on his way. Just as he left sight of the lake, a scamp crawled down from a nearby tree and imposed himself in the mage's way. He grinned and said once in the common tongue, "Believe you what the water snake says? What hilarity, what naivety! You are a stupid excuse for a mage. Now listen closely, for I shall not repeat this thrice. Ageless is dead, never stirring, always remaining." The mage looked at the scamp. "You make no sense. How can everlasting life lie in death?" The scamp smiled and said, "See for yourself." And he waved his hand, and another silver ring identical to the tree dropped in the mage's hand. And with that, the scamp disappeared. The mage stood a long time looking at the ring. He pulled out the other, studying them, and then he understood. He cast the ring in the air and chanted magic. The rings fell in a cross in front of him. The mage brought his hands together. The rings flew on his fingers. What happened next is uncharted. Maybe he died shortly. Maybe his death was long and painful. But in the end he awoke to find himself back in his home in the far southern jungle. He looked down to find the rings of fingers of bone, a hand for each ring. He cried out in shock and flung the rings in all corners of the room. "No," he screamed. "No, this cannot be." So is the pain of undead. The rings answered him with silence. Then the mage pulled himself together. He gathered the rings and placed them in a cross as before. "And now I banish the accursed rings to the far corners of the world," he chanted. But the rings would not be denied. They flew to the corners of the world, of course, but they vowed, steadily in their own way, to never be parted again if they were brought in each other's company. The mage lived on his deathless life, but he was steady in his own way and took courage from inside himself and did not bow to the hopelessness of the situation. The mage proclaimed himself ever watchful guardian of the undead on the 26th day of the 27th month after setting out to find the cure for old age. And we follow him in good faith, hoping, as he does, to find the day when we reach a time of deathless life, of happiness we all dream of, or release into the world of the true dead. And his greatest followers have the 4 arms of a bone lord in his honor. He is always there for us, always with his 4 guiding hands: patience, faith, eternity, and pain. He guides the faithful through their grief, and woe is kept wept for those who were not steady and could not find courage inside themselves and have been driven mad by the pain. We call them the heretics, for they no longer feel the caring touch of his 4 hands, and we fear them in case they lead us into the downward spiral of lunacy and away from our Lord. So is the tale of Lord Shihar and the 4 rings of eternity. There we go. We got that book all read. Let me just drop it here. No, afterwards. When I can find it. That is, there it is. It's too big of a book though. Oh, and hello Chim Chim for you too. Could someone make a supercut of all the books Gita has read out loud in Morrowind and have a bit of a Morrowind lore audiobook? Probably. And hello Chim Chim and Scraplord too. Sorry that I didn't say hello before. I was thinking that I would like to read this completely through first. But welcome to the stream. I hope you guys been doing well. And yes, very artistic flames all around. Does anyone have any pets? Because my Chihuahua is snoring near my hand. I do not have, but I would love to have a cat or a dog too. Don't really. I would love to have a pet nonetheless. Used to have in my younger days cats love living pastures. Yes, of course my parents, or in my parents' place, we always had cats. So in there we had plenty of cats, but they are gone now, unfortunately, as it is. I have children, do they count? Their snoring is pretty cute too. Kids is a pain of my dog. Every time we go walk, oh look, what a cute dog, can I pet her? Poor dog. My boy is super afraid of dogs for some reason, so no problem there, especially the small ones. Well then, the poor dog would be spared. Would completely be spared from the horrors of kids. At least this kid. Did I have a... what would I need to drop here anyways? I have to carry kind of a lot of stuff, don't I? Well, yeah, I had that Deatrick sword. I already left my glass plate into here though. Mage Bane. I have 2 of these. I definitely don't need 2 of them with me, I'd say, so I guess I'll leave 1 of them right here. Not that it fades a lot, so that's kind of the problem, but I can't carry a lot in the current state of affairs. So difficult to know what to leave and where and everything, but hey, at least acrobatics got increase in betterness. Huge dogs are fine, question mark. I used to hate dogs when I was little. Aw. Oh no, but at least you can see them coming. Yeah, at least you can see small dogs coming. That is quite true though. Did I leave it? No. Guess. I'm carrying so much that I could hardly be picking anything up anymore. But if I use the Deatrick Katana, I guess I could be leaving the Deatrick Longsword. Yeah, actually, let's leave the Deatrick Longsword. I don't have to be using it. I can use the Ebony Longsword just as fine, just as well, whenever I want to be using a long blade with a shield. That works just fine. That's the other gauntlet. I don't need those gauntlets with me. So those would have been left behind, which I guess is nice. Okay. You're jumping around your mushroom like a lunatic all the time. I know, lunatic flame. Or am I? Question mark. No wonder your acrobatics is going up. That crazy Telvanni wizard is up to his damn jumping again, I don't have recent photo on any social network, so this is 8 years ago. Well, maybe I'll see it later on. Can't really be looking at it when I'm here. Don't you bunny hop all day in your apartment, Flame? Yeah, that's a good question, don't you? Isn't it the normal thing to do when you're in an apartment? Though, to be just bunny hopping around? Why wouldn't you? What's wrong with bunny hopping? What's wrong with it? Am I the only one who does that? Truly. Did I actually have the thing that I'm looking for? Yes, Divine Intervention with this. Let's cast that. See where we actually end up from. Oh. So Divine Intervention would just take us into our own home even. I thought that it would take from our own home to some other place, but apparently it just takes us into here, which is not that useful, I gotta say. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Not actually even sure what I should be wearing from this, but I guess that's fine. No, I cast a spell. Yeah, recall. I didn't, of course, change into Almsive Intervention. I was already confused that why didn't that work, but I only equipped it. I didn't choose the spell. What am I talking about? Why am I being silly? Who left a pile of weapons here though? Kind of me. Cute dog. even if I can't go and view it at the moment. I wish I was Swiss, but I'm way too hot for that. I wouldn't want to burn my house down, you know. Oh, too hot, eh? Platonis, it's better to put it up on Kida's Discord. Well, it would be nice, so I can see it later. In December she will be 10. Oh my. Yeah. Thankfully, still quite a lot of years left for her to live. 18 years. One of my cats, or our parents' cat, also lived about 18 years or so. Plane jumping fire breaks are bad. Maybe you have to be outside, didn't know. I just didn't actually have the spell equipped. It was my bad, Flame, sorry. Ah, Flame, I hear you. You're also in the hotness boat. It's pain to be cursed with this good looks. Yes. Discord, I'm a very shy boy, so I will think about joining Discord, maybe, one day. Yeah, you don't have to be writing anything, you can just join and see what's going on in there, or such. It's not like anyone has to be writing anything there, and my Discord is anyways pretty silent, so there's that. It's the tragedy of pets, that you will usually outlive them, yes. Well, on the other hand, maybe that's better than the poor dog/cat outliving you and then being like missing you too. I wouldn't want to necessarily have that either, though. So I don't know. And yes, that means a lot. Have strength with Zenflame, you'll make it, yes. Because I not really want kids. Well, maybe I have one anywhere, but And hello also to you, Dalen SK. Welcome to stream for you too. Hopefully your week has been going well. It's interesting to see a lot of girls are playing Elder Scrolls. Well, I play a lot of games, but I actually play Elder Scrolls less than a lot of other type of games, to be honest. Like Wizardry 8 is one of my favorites. For sure is. I think Morrowind will most likely be my only Elder Scroll game that I really will play, unless we at some point want to play Oblivion or Skyrim over here, but otherwise I can't say this is the series that is my most favorite game. It's not like it's, of course, it's a good game or good game series, but open world games aren't necessarily my favorites in the end. Where are we anyways? We are in the Fulferin Hall, which is, yeah, okay, we are basically in Satrit Mora. Could we find any of those exquisite clothing in here then? I wonder, which we would need. And yes, love Wizardry 8. And yes, I actually linked the where as long as even Flame could be linking it here, where that one character creation screen lady says that go gelding the bulls part. What does that even mean though? Share your wisdom, O native English speaker. Well, Draken Song, Realms of Arcania, Gothic, Axe Fatalis, Might and Magic RPG, Masterpiece is very underrated, but Masterpieces nonetheless. Yes, Might and Magic 7 is also one of my favorites. I loved it. For, of course, the reason that I loved Hero of the Might and Magic 3 and Might and Magic 7 is in the same place. Some familiar people you meet, at least Queen Catherine. And Might and Magic 7, I do have to say, is pretty great with just the Harmondale Castle and everything like that. Would need to play Might and Magic 6 for sure at some point too, though. I have never played it thus far. And then, of course, Dragon Song, Realms of Arcania, Gothic, Arx Fatalis. Many of those are on the list of games that I should play at some point, but I haven't played them yet. They added Wizards and Warriors to GOG. By the way, a very Wiz-like game from TV Bradley. Okay. Gelding the Bulls. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. It essentially means castrating bulls, for example. Flame, yes, that's what it means. I wishlisted it yesterday. Can't wait until I have money and time to play it. Elephant Mage for the win. Mr. Native Speaker now. Yeah, Tajunta gave a good explanation. Yeah, I knew what it meant, but I was wondering, how do I actually say it well to you, what it means? But yes, gelding the bulls is indeed then castrating them, basically. Like, it's not like you want most of the bulls go on and actually procreate with the cows. After all, you're in that business, so. I'm still a little bit inexperienced in castration. Okay, so, anyways, I would need the exquisite clothing. Is there a clothier around somewhere over here, or where might I find a clothier? That's the apothecary. Healer. Clothier probably would be my answer, however, into actually getting the things that I want. Don't see anything in here that would exactly help me as of yet, though. I doubt you would be of any help to me either, to be honest. Warriors and Wizards. What any other game you can play as Elephant, Rat, or Lion Mage? Those do sound very fun, though, I gotta say. I do remember being frustrated by it, though. My wish was Crusaders. I kind of liked Wizardry 8, but not as much as Gide. Yeah. Well, Wizardry 8 was definitely one of my early favorites. I'm trying to think. Is my game bugged, or is that really how it's supposed to look like? I don't know. It just looks... well, it is a hole in the wall. And that is a hole in the sign too, so it's pretty accurate description for it. In that sense, for sure, Wiz. Alchemist. I wonder if I can find a clothier here somewhere. Probably not, then. At least it doesn't really look very likely. What's this place? I adore Gothic, but first RPG ever. After that, I can't play anything non-German RPG. But yeah, Gothic series is something that I should also go and play at some point for sure. What do you need clothier for? Just run around naked this way, it will be more immersive. Yes, but it's not for us, those clothes, Flame Rouge. Don't you remember? We need to dress a female dark elf slave to look like a Telvanni mage's daughter. That's our goal. We can't just go and take her naked there. No Telvanni mage's daughter would do that, Flame Rouge. My first RPG was Eye of Beholder 20 years ago. Again, unfortunately, I never played quite those very, very oldest games as in the Eye of the Beholder, though I have enjoyed Legend of Grimrock 1 and 2 then later on, which are nonetheless dungeon crawler type of games a lot. So maybe I could even consider trying to go and play those someday. Maybe Wizardry 6 and 7 before though, considering they would complete the Wizardry 8 saga. My first RPG, I think, was Might and Magic 7. Which I got because I had played Heroes of the Might and Magic 3 first. And I thought that it would be really fun and cool to be able to actually explore Heroes of the Might and Magic world in first person and in a role-playing sense. And that was my first ever RPG. After that came also Baldur's Gate 2 and Wizardry 8 and so on and forth then. But yeah, Might and Magic 7 was my very first one. I'm not that old, anything from 1992 and older is not my jam. Then Eyes of the Beholder, Lance of Lore, Might and Magic, yeah. Why not? Telvan, you're crazy. I wouldn't be surprised to see naked Telvan Wizard. That's not our quest though, Flame Rushi. The guy wouldn't believe that though. Hello, J-Tron or Tron. I can't really say those all three consonants to each other, so J-Tron, maybe. And your first was Quest 64. Not sure if that's familiar to me. Be a lady or gentleman. Crazy Telvan, if feminist lady, I still have shivers. Telvan, feminist lady. You mean the one who had the slave? Question mark. It's possible. Old school RPGs sound so cool to me for some reason, even though my experience with them is pretty much non-existent. I do have to say that I think a lot of them are really good. It's just the only problem with a lot of the very old ones is that it is a lot more difficult to get into if you are not already familiar or accustomed to the way that the game works, as in turning with the QE and so on and forth. But like for example from the System Shock that I started to play relatively recently for the first time, I have to say there's so many cool stuff that you can actually do in it. So many of the different grenades, so much. It's just very versatile and so many things that I don't think most modern games, even though you have so much possibility in modern games, that it just feels like they just don't try to do as much. Maybe they don't need to, because they're selling to a lot more people after all, because way more people are into gaming. It's so much more popular nowadays, so. But yeah, anyways, also Tron, welcome to the stream too, and hopefully you have had a good week and everything. We're chatting about everything else and I'm hardly getting to play actually Morrowind, but old school RPGs sound so cool, yes. Quest 64 is ugly. JRPG from Nintendo 64 with horrible combat system. Yeah, since I really didn't start gaming before the start of 2000s, it's hard to go back to old games, yes. I played before 2000, of course, but I only got my really good computer at the 1999 or so. So before that, I had the DOS computer, which I did try to play a little bit of Prince of Persia, the original one, which I sucked at. I didn't understand how to pick up the sword, which is very silly. So I never got far in it. I still enjoyed it though. Still remember it. Maybe I should try to play it someday. Would never get to finish it without an emulator though, for sure. And then of course DuckTales, old one in there, and then some other stuff. A lot of puzzle type of games for sure in the DOS. And of course before that I played on my friend's Super Nintendo, and I did have a Nintendo 8-bit myself. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the first game that I ever finished back in the day. Modern RPGs are dumbed down for mentally challenged gamers who can't read and follow the story. And yeah, a little bit so. Or they're just made for casual players too, that just play casual and just are maybe already accustomed to those luxuries of having a quest compass arrow always pointing in the right direction as things, and then just... And of course many do complain about some stuff if they don't happen to be in a game or something, but yeah. You mean the very first one? Now I'm thinking that, what first one? Fallout 1, technically the oldest game that I've played. Okay, I did play NDS games, but those I do not count. I think I saw a stream of it. It was interesting. The first System Shock, you mean, Tajunta? Depends on the RPG, I guess, but yes, most AAA games kind of try to have a wide audience as possible, but there's a lot of indie going on these days, which is at least nice, yes. For example, Skyrim, go here where marker is and kill collect this. Morrowind and Gothic, go left from lighthouse, probably 1 to 3 kilometers, and you will see 3. Turn left and maybe you will find the city. Yeah, indeed. I hate quest arrows. Ah, Super Nintendo. Obsidian is still keeping it real. Although I do remember that I saw that one article from the one Obsidian guy, developer. It was John Sawyer, which I didn't really like that much, to be honest. It was about... Well, he said that about games could be so much more innovative, and he kind of mentioned Bethesda games, which is like, how are Bethesda games the ones that you would be pointing out as being so very, very innovative or some such, pretty much at the time when Pillars of Eternity 2 was coming out. So I'm a little bit not sure about that anymore. Plus then the fact, of course, that I heard there might have been some problems with Chris Avallone. Was it the way to say his name? When he left Obsidian, I think they even tried to say that he couldn't be writing anymore to any RPG games in the when he was leaving the company and so on, which is absolutely ridiculous stuff. Like someone couldn't be writing to any other RPGs because they want to have him write to only their games at max, which seems ridiculous. So I'm not 100 behind Obsidian anymore because of these reasons, from what I remember. Otherwise, yeah, but I remember those things. Wasteland 2 was quite lovely, which is again a game that I still should be playing at some point. Well, Gothic is pretty small, not hard to find a city in that game. Prince of Persia. One is basically in the center of the map. Love it anyways. Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, it would take forever to play, of course, some of those games without in that way. Jim for sure is. Have considered doing a talk show channel. Hey Kida, have you considered doing a talk show channel? I have considered it to a degree, yes. I feel like Kida talks a lot whenever we're doing Morrowind. Yeah, we have been talking a lot of stuff when playing Morrowind for sure. How did that even happen? We always do like a half question, maybe. Approximately, yeah. But yeah, ridiculous. Still mad about Thief. In original and even Deadly Shadows, you could play the game to find anything. You don't have normal map, and in a reboot, horrible map design and focus system. Again, Thief series also something I gotta play at some point. Chris Avallone is doing those Dying Light games these days, which are meh. I do think that he was still writing at least for the... Or was it the Path of Kings? The RPG? That was also in Kickstarter. That was it just coming out pretty much very, very soon? Or did it just come out? I gotta check on that. But it's definitely a game that I've been thinking of playing at some point for sure. Again, just a question, when the hell do I play all of these games? But anyways. And Tyranny was good, got me motivated to finish Pillars of Eternity. Again, games that I should play, freaking A. There's definitely room for more hardcore RPGs, absolutely, although it might be difficult to make it in a way that it makes enough money. I know I would be nice if they didn't care about that, but still, yeah, well, they are companies, of course. If you got confused as to where I was responding to, never mind that, it was nothing important. Venus Girl podcast about good old games, I would listen every day. Okay, good to know at least that I would have a listener. Where the hell are you looking, Felisaretti? That looks so weird when you're just like turning your head all the time. I guess you're looking into that guard who was going there and then you were nodding all the time like that. But that was so weird. Felisaretti, what's wrong with your head? I can't. I'm gonna read chat. I can't concentrate on Felisaretti. It doesn't really matter. I don't mind the quest arrow and all the stuff. Games should just have an option to toggle them off. Give the choice to the player, and that would be the best. It is not that hard. Yeah, that would be, of course, the only problem there with quest arrows and stuff is that then they have to try to make some other way for it to work, as in that the quest giver actually gives you enough information to go by without you having to rely on a quest arrow, which is something they don't for sure always do. So that's the thing that they would need to do, and they don't want to be putting the effort to do so. And yeah, it's the best when you have the option to tune your difficulty, for sure. This is a problem of every streamer. More viewers, more comment, less chat interaction, so I prefer small streamers. Yeah, I doubt I would even like it if I had way too many people. Well, depends how much chatting there would be, I guess, but I guess I can't just imagine that sort of a situation. Some point of interest, but I do find that I usually break the tuning somehow. Like I'm smashing everything in Pillars of Eternity now, even though at the beginning it was deliciously difficult. Had an interesting experience in that regard yesterday, but I don't want to toot my own horn here. Did you have too many commentators with Sinekko? Or are we talking about streaming a small big channel thing, or something, or about Pillars of Eternity? I don't know. It's difficult to keep track 100% what comment we are referring to. Platonis, I mean, yeah. Realms of Arcania, starting very hard, middle really hard, and very hard. I hate auto-leveling monsters in games. Yeah, those are definitely the worst thing. Now Felensaretti's head will again go and follow the guard. So weirdly. At least not a lot of nodding this time. The guard is more walking better, I guess. Yeah, okay. There it goes and goes by. But yeah, auto-level monsters are the first, for 100% sure. Well, you just start playing when the chat conversation pours you or passes you by, so that's how you do it. Not too many, it was lovely. Okay, good to know, isn't it? Go. I'll get some gin real quick. Alrighty, enjoy your gin, Tayunta. Is a dreamer looking into the horizon. We ended the stream when I came back though. Yeah, it's so rude, Flame Roshi. I know. Neravar died after breaking his neck looking at the cute card. Yeah, so that happens. I'm mostly sure it wasn't you, Flame. Mostly. Just mostly. I'm sorry, Flame, I didn't want to. Well, if you didn't want to, then you could have not done it. It's kind of... If you don't want to. Just saying. Sorcerer. Does Sorcerer have some interesting gear for sale? Look at the... kitten one, that one. Shitting one? Question mark? You just got spells. I guess I could be having a quick peek if you got something that I would actually like. What does sleep do? Train fatigue. Of course, not too big of a surprise. Yeah, there would be some interesting firestorms. Not sure if that's really good enough. Let's get the lightning storm, sure. That seems interesting enough. Some lightning damage option, if we wish. But no, I don't think there's any type of a cloth here around, which is a shame. A monk? Why is there a monk living here? You're a monk? Oh, I guess you have some training if I would want some. Yeah, not interested, sorry. Not interested. So my tea, I need a refill, so 5-minute break and I will be back. Okay. Enjoy your tea, Platonis. For sure is. I'll take it. How can I say no to a handsome Mr. a motherfucker like Mr. Right? That got a chuckle out of me. Mostly sure. That's a shame. Yes, I think so too, Card. But it's a shame. I do not think that there's any exquisite clothes for me in here. I just want exquisite clothes. What's so bad about wanting to go and buy some exquisite clothes, though? It's my question. Nope. No one wants to sell me any exquisite clothes. Why, people? Why do you do this to me? Sounds a poor shock damage. It's a ring too. That was a bit of a shock. Kira swears, but I put him out. Well, I'm just assuming that MF means that. Well, that was a bit of a shock. Because you guys wrote it. It was Flame Rouge's text that I was reading. Kira does not shy away from the swears for sure. You haven't seen her frustrated with the game yet? I remember this one time in Bioshock Infinite. Yes, that one time in Bioshock Infinite. It was horrible swears all over the place. You're assuming fine. See, it was Flame Rouge's fault. I just said properly what he meant. Because Flame Rouge, for some reason, was self-censoring and only wrote MF. And don't you blame me, I'm blaming you. I have to be the one that doesn't self-censor then, when you're self-censoring on my stream. Moderate fellow, is that so? But Flame Rouge, you already said that you're assuming fine. So, I don't believe that, Visinekko. Flame Rouge, you already told the truth. Why yes, he's quite a moderate fellow to be sure. I'm not sure that's a very good thing anyways. Why would someone just want to be a moderate fellow? Moderate fellow. What sort of compliment is that anyways?
Or go away.
Yes, quickly Outlander. Or go away. Did you have a cloth here? Yes, you did have a cloth here around here somewhere. I was thinking that you did. I have a relatively good memory in these things, surprisingly so, sometimes mayhap. I can manage to remember that there's a clothier here around some place or another. Is this clothier? Not sure if that looks like a clothier sign, but anyways, we're all moderate here. All good things in moderation. Well, that's why I just said one curse type of a word. It seems type of compliment. The best kind one can get. We all have swords, at least that. Yep. We all have swords. Other than me, I guess. Oh. Back. Welcome back, Tayonta. In both meanings of the word. Mayhap. So. Was it exquisite clothing that I required? I think it was exquisite. Not extravagant, but exquisite. Did you... Exquisite. Yes. Exquisite clothes. I require your most exquisite clothes if you might have any. I hope. Those are all common shoes. Expensive. Exquisite. That's the thing I require. Then an exquisite skirt. Yes, that sounds good. And was it an exquisite robe or something else? I'm not quite 100% sure, to be honest. This is a small hackle.
Help I will, but don't take too much time.
Yeah, I'm not taking too much of your time, I'm sure. So what did I need? Okay, bring her an exquisite shirt, an exquisite skirt, and exquisite shoes. So no robe, but the other stuff. Just the other stuff, which is then shirt. I'm tempted to buy the robe anyways. Yay! I got $5 or gold coin. I'm tempted to look how we look in these clothes, to be honest. Just because. We have to see ourselves first in it. That's good. Looks good. These are good for the female. Yes. That looks good enough, at the very least. Okay, then just putting everything back on. Putting the Caius black shirt back on, even if we don't really need it. But anyways. We gotta just test it ourselves first, though. Okay. Do I have everything that I wanted? Well, I can put the rope back on still. I guess. I guess that's all. And welcome back to Platon is the Warlock 2. Drunkards. Can we ban Kide from the chat, I wonder? Nah, she'll just keep more talking. Yes, I'm sorry, Chin Chin, but you got no power over me. At least not to my talk. But you can always mute me. You can always mute me from the video if you so wish. Just take the audio off and unmute it. It's pretty easy for you guys. You can just decide that, okay, I've had enough of her. Let's just mute her. You can't exactly ban me, but just mute me. Ban her. What did she do now? Ban for you all. She swears tajunta, yes. Don't drink and moderate. How disappointing is it not? Yes. I missed that. Damn. She keeps swearing like a sailor no matter how we beg to her to behave. Yes. And yeah, Platonists do enjoy your tea too. Tea fanatic. Well, my best friend for sure. Or Sare, who isn't here today, but will probably be on the Sunday then. Definitely loves tea. Tea is good though. I like tea too. Oh, you don't have Earl Grey? Oh, this just so brings into mind Arcanum. I wanna play Arcanum now when you're reminding me of Earl Grey tea. It's the best tea. If you guys know anyone who would have loved tea from Arcanum. But anyways, that just absolutely comes into my mind. But I got some Swedish moomin tea with raspberry delicious. Well, that does sound good. Moomin tea. Moomi. Typical Kida, yes, it is. I swear all the time so much. Our poor innocent ears. That is a very pretty dress. Yes, it wasn't it, Shim Shim. Oh, does Sweden make moomin tea as well? You're the belle of the ball. I have no idea. I bought it from Finnish shop here in Russia, all writing in Swedish. Okay, it can just be that the writing happens to be in Swedish, but... Sorry, what? You'll need to speak up. You're muted, Kire. Is this a PG-13 stream or R-rated? If it's lower than 18 plus, I'm out. No, it's not PG-13 stream. I have it as a mature stream, so you can talk whatever you wish. It's definitely 5 minus. We're all innocent here. As far as I know, there are no restrictions. Rated E for everyone, yeah. Now it's definitely more mature audiences. Well, more or less mature. Stop it, girl. If you will mention Arcanum again, I will drop my playthrough of Sargon Saga Star Arcanum. I love Arcanum, just... I'm sorry. I love that game. That's the one game that I've actually finished 3 times. It's one of the few games that I have finished that many times. Like, I just love the world, even though it has its flaws for sure, because obviously enough it does. Its combat system isn't the best, but I love the world. I wish that there was some new steampunk RPG in the making. There's haven't been enough steampunk worlds at all. I would definitely kickstart Arcanium 2 or something. Less mature on a few notable occasions. Mature by language, not by people. Well, depends. Depends on your standards on what is mature and what is not, I would assume. I resemble that remark. Resemble? Like, I'm almost feeling that should mean that you resent that remark, but I think that you actually mean that it resembles you. But it's still, for some reason, it just makes more sense to me that you would say, I resent that remark. But I don't think that's the case. It just feels weird. It just feels that that's how it should be. That's how that sentence should work. Not the way it is written. Hey, I'm just going to be jumping over your head. I'm sure you don't mind. Guard. Do I need to talk to you to be able to sail to another place?
I'm
Woman.
waiting.
Yes. No, he resembles it. Yes, that is a joke, Kide. I love some games, but I never play them more than once. Only exception Gothic 1 to 2, Recent Dust and Illusion Tale, Bastion and Transistor. Oh, and First Mafia. Alrighty. Thanks for ruining it, boo. I didn't ruin anything. If I ruined it for you, just mute me. It's that easy. And yes, you do resemble it, Blame Rushi, absolutely. What else? What else could it be? So what was the place I needed to go again? Anyways, it was in the... What is the place? I have told. Married a sign-up. Festival Slave Market. In what place? I just can't get to read that right now from there for some reason or another. Just don't manage to. I know that it was somewhere around here. It was Del Arun. I'm pretty sure about that. So, somewhere close by the Del Arun would be the best. Ah, Del Arun itself. That's even better. Definitely. That's the place I want to go into then. I think it was here anyways. I hope so. I have no idea who is trying to attack me, but something is. Well, maybe it will attack me someday. Not sure. Maybe that day will come by when it will attack me, but as long as it doesn't, I'm just gonna be going by my life. Sorry to say. Probably just need to go through this door. Underground. I'm not sure about that underground. Not really into going to underground. I really don't know what is trying to attack me, but okay. I don't see anything attacking me, but something definitely seems to be trying to. Okay, yeah, but I'm here. Well, I guess I'll wait here for a moment and read the chat. Morrowind at the beginning, who is that fool in shattered clothing and iron dagger? At the end, oh look, boys, it is Neravar in flying. Yep. I can't mute you. What I would complain about then? Yes, that's the problem. The music is lying to you, just a prank. It does seem like a prank. I know that I said so before, but the female NPCs in your Morrowind are pretty cute. It clashes with my memory so much. When the battle music starts playing, but you can't see enemies, yeah. I can't look into that, but at least I can see the text about what that picture would entail. By the way, it's probably a slaughterfish or a cliff racer, probably. Or maybe it was my escaped slave. That could be also a possibility. Because I bought a slave who escaped, so I don't know where they went. Maybe they were somewhere over there and were thinking that, we gotta run. I gotta run away from this slaving Telvanni wizard and all that. Hey, I got you the things that you wanted. That's one aggressive slaughterfish so far inland. Yes, it is pretty good aggressive little slaughterfish. I got you the clothes. Exquisite. No, I got them though. Good, these clothes are perfect. Hold on to them. You'll give them to her when you've bought her. But I need a little more time to coach Flarura Leravo to play the part of a highborn Telvanni lady. I know just the thing we need. Go get the bottle of Telvanni Bakma's perfume. Try Biltren Aralet, the apothecary here in Tel Arun, or Jolda, the apothecary in Tel Mora. That will make Flarura Leravo completely irresistible. Go, hurry. Why couldn't you tell me about this before? I might have actually already bought it if you just would have thought about it before. That this would be a nice plan. Fine. Fine. I'll go and see if someone sells that. Telvanni Buck Musk. Does a trader sell it? Probably not. It's only in the apothecary, I would assume. And I just never can say apothecary completely properly correctly, so I do apologize on that. Restore intelligences and so on. Nothing of importance then, So, apothecary. thingy. There. There. Some of them even chase you on land, vengeful buggers. Yes, they do. They love slaughter and gives them power. Call tube if you have cliff racer problems. Yeah, I guess we should. Typically bring me some dumb item quest. Yes, it is kind of a annoying quest. First go take this spring to me and I will send you on another quest. Is Ahnasi in Morrowind? Yes. Apothecary, I think. Yeah, but I just usually I always have problems saying it properly when I'm trying to say it quickly. Apothecary. Apothecary. Maybe. I'm not sure. Telvani bug mask, please have it so that I don't need to go and travel all the way to another place for just that freaking thing. I beg of thee. I don't see it. I do not see it. Yay, that's it. Good. Give me 100 bucks. That's all I'm gonna be spending on that. Thank you, kindly. And then I shall be bringing this back to you, and we can go from there. And you have the Telvani Pakka mask? Excellent. No, don't give it to me. You'll give it to her when you have bought her. Now, let me tell you the price. For this superb specimen, skillfully coached to play her part in your little scheme, I am pleased to accept from you the modest sum of 1,200 drakes. And I only offer you the special price of my friendship, out of my friendship, for Sonuma Zabamat. I'll buy her for 1,200 drakes. Very good. Thank you for your custom, and come back soon. Now here's the key for her cage. I removed her slave braces. When you're ready, you should speak to Falura Lervo, give her the presents, the exquisite clothes, and the Telvani Pakmas, and explain to her that she is to follow you back to sign up camp and meet her future husband, Ashkan Kusat. Thank you kindly. There, your cage has been unlocked. Carry a pot. Sounds good, sounds the best. Where can I buy Dark Elves for 1,200 gold? Asking for a rent? So you would be considering to actually buy a Dark Elf for that price? Obviously, I wouldn't be interested in something so wild myself. Oh, wouldn't you? And yeah, if there's one mission you don't want in Morrowind, it's an escort one, but what can she do? Falura Lervo looks down at the crowd waiting for you to speak. Hello, Falura Lervo. Yes, Sarah. Falura Lervo of Velotis Haven, daughter of the Antranen Lervo, lord of the Tella Lervo. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See? Savile Iman has taught me well. I shall be a high-born Telvani lady, and no one will know the difference. Just like a lady. I admit I am a little anxious about marrying an Ashlander, even an Ashlander chief, but anything is better than being a slave, and I am very tough and smart, and determined to make the best of my chances. But Savila Imain said you wanted to give me something, some presents. Yes, here they are. Oh, Sarah, these clothes, they are divine. Such a perfume. Only the very rich can afford this. I shall do everything I can to please you and my new master. That is, my gracious lord and husband-to-be. Come, I'm so excited, I cannot wait. Let us travel together to sign-up camp and meet this sign-up lord. Well, at least he's very excited. Let's travel together there then. Are you ready for me to accompany you to sign-up camp? Yes, please accompany me to sign-up camp. Very well, Valenzaretti. Now you and I will travel together. When we have arrived in the Ashkan yard at sign-up camp, We will speak further about my new bridegroom. Okay, we shall do that then, Falura Lervu. Come with me if you want to live. Cast haste on her, that ass, and run to destination. Just like a lady. I don't think I have haste actually. Lervu in Finnish accent does just not sound very ladylike. I guess so. I know not when you mean what you mean, service of a name. I was thinking the same. Have you heard Russian try to speak English without practice? Sounds like Klingon worship. I guess so. Could be. And hello, Specky. Welcome to a stream for you too. And hopefully your week has been going well. And I'm doing okay this fine evening. I hope you are too. Let's just say it's close to the word that means puke or vomit. Yeah. Terminator references. Yay. It's the normal Terminator reference that has to come when there's like, follow me if you want to live. Specky. Okay, let's just go. At least I have something that will make our travel easier, however. So it was in that direction where we needed to go. So it's not too far, but it's some distance, yes. Let's see about our water walking skills at the very least, so we don't have to be going and getting our feet dirty in this water. I don't think either one of us would wish that. There you go. You have your water walking, and then I shall cast it for myself, and we shall be on our way. Ain't that nice? I think this is going to be just enough water walking anyway, so there's no need to be worrying about anything more. Thank you for all the specs. I don't know why I said specs. Becky gave the shears and then I said specs when I looked at the shears, which is pretty close to each other as words as such, sure. But thank you for all the little bits and shears, Becky. Thank you very much. Hooray for Kira. Thank you. Well, insults are really ladylike though, aren't they? Specky pitties, yes. They are very specky pitties this time around. Specky specs. Yeah, probably. They're specs. Let's see if we meet any enemies here on the way. Anyways. So, yeah. That away. It's not that long of a journey. Let's pick up some muck on the way, by the way. We haven't picked up any muck from these things for a while, so we can just as well do that. There was still some more water. Well, my water walking will last less time than hers, so it should be fine for her for sure. Prefer not to fight any slaughter wishes if we don't have to. For sure, Wiz. Just jump on the waters, it's all good. There, mine ended, yours not over yet, which is very good. All okay, guys, tonight? I hope everyone is okay. Tired here, and I'm watching Kidep but working on a RP GT5 server to help friend. Okay. So that's sort of a thing that you're doing, Specky. You know what I missed in Oblivion? Casting water walk on horses. This fat ass always drown. And Cyrodiil have so many rivers. As RP as in roleplay? Yes, okay. Being good, a lot more social than usual, and that's kind of tiring. Yeah, it is definitely. Who? Where? Is trying to attack our fair lady? I don't know. I can't see anyone, so I guess I'll just ignore it for now. Whoever it is, those are some... Don't kill her. Don't you dare kill her. It would be 100% unacceptable. Just kind of hit her head then, but... Anyways, the blood will clean up. Hey, Hello, Scamp. How are you too? Seems like you want to be running to me, so... This is the end indeed, sweet. How much health do you have, I wonder? But I assume that Cliff Razor didn't manage to hit you too badly. At least that's my hope for sure, Wiz. And yeah, strength for Dianta for sure when have to be socializing more. I wonder what that would be like. The RPG server, I guess. You make character and you choose what to do. Cop criminals, civilians, etc. Okay. And yeah, socializing indeed. Ugh, people, absolutely. That's my opinion too. Humans. Luckily no crash damage. I used to watch some Arma 3 roleplay, pretty funny. Had a group project, but it was alright. They are good people. Alrighty. They're still people though. Remember that. Even if they are good, they're still people. Still people. There's no change in that. Hey, I'm people. We got a bit sidetracked with joking around, yes. If you were a civilian GTA, your only job would be getting run over by a PC. Pretty much, too. Pretty shitty life, to be honest. It is kind of bad. Okay. You are the one that is attacking. I was already wondering that the music completely stopped. Don't end its pain, please. You don't need to worry about such things when you're supposed to be the lady. The lady. You're the best of the people, Jim. Jim is indeed the best of the people. Okay, another one of you beetles. That's fine. Especially if I can hit you. Which doesn't seem to be very likely at the moment. Okay. You're okay? Good. You're all okay. Damn it, Flame, don't blow my cover. Chim Chim is Soylent Green. Would you prefer I blow something else? Do not answer that though, please. No one needs to know that Australians don't exist. They need hope. Where's Finland and now Australia? Yep, there's quite a lot of people that don't exist over here. Not sure. Was Platonus then from Russia? Question mark. Maybe there's more actual places or people here now who actually exist, because there's a lot of Finnish people here who don't exist, and then an Australian that doesn't actually exist, so we're kind of low on people at the moment, I'd say. Kind of low on people count. Specky at least lives and exists. Stop it. Well, I'm a president of motorcycle club a la Sons of Anarchy. There, okay. Finland isn't real though. Yeah, I know. Finland is not real. Kida Spot Army. Running lone people. Yeah, because so many Finns that don't exist already, Tajunta. You know. You should know. You're a bot after all. But of course I understand that you're just faking it because you're a bot, but... I gotcha. Though that almost does sound like, if I consider it that way, it almost sounds like I would be talking about fuel and that we're running low on fuel, but then I'm talking actually about people, so it's kind of strange. Finland become human. That would be good. Finland become human should be a game. Absolutely. That should be made into a game. For sure, Wiz. That would be a very good one, I think. That's a good one. Okay, so where... It's not far. It's just right around the corner, lady. Not far at all. And then you can have a husband. I am waiting for you. It's not like you're far at all from me. So, just saying. Just picking stuff up on the way. Still some ways to go. By the way, someone has to remind me when it's about time that we go and change the game, considering I actually forgot to get the clock set up better here next to me. So probably something that someone should be reminding me of. If countries was like a game, America, GTA, Russia, Postal 2, Finland, or should Russia be... Or what country would then be the freaking A? There's that one other game that I'm thinking about, but then I can't say the name right now. Well, of course there's Metro too, if we consider that, but that's not the game that I was thinking about. It's not Slayer. For some reason I can just think of Slayer, even though it's not that one. It's the one shooter too. Good question. Platon is also Postal 2. Yeah, I don't know. It would be difficult to say though. Someone did mention that Finland would be like that My Summer Car game, so that is a pretty accurate description too. And then on the other hand, there was that Finnish village in Icewind Dale too, so that would be one of my possible suggestions that could work. At least I know that Yakuza is basically Japan in a nutshell. Nah man, Japan is hentai visual novel. Well, maybe Finland is like a mix of My Summer Car and Icewind Dale too. At least that Finnish village area thingy. It was here, right? Yeah. We are basically there. Let's just get rid of the weapon then. When arriving to village. Little save. And then go and visit the Khan of the place. As Khan Yard.
Yes, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. Yes, we are here safely. And this fine man, he is to be my bridge groom.
Yes, he is going to be your bridge groom.
He is very distinguished looking, isn't he? A bit severe, perhaps, but the lines on his face, they're sure that he likes to smile. Oh, Sarah, I think I will be very happy.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that you can be thinking of being very happy with this man then. I'm glad to hear that.
You are the Neravar? But you are an outlander. How can that be? Such wonders in the world. Before I was a slave, now I am a companion of the Neravar and the pride of the Synapse Eve.
Yes, wonders of the world. I'm happy that you can think of being happy, though. Finland is basically the newest God of War, though. You all duke it out with each other, right? Totally, 100% always on the street. Everyone just dukes everything out. And after that, we never seen her again. Yep, pretty much. So, hello, co-shot. So, yes, the Outlander, yes. But I got you a gift. Where do I see which one should I... Hospitality. No. It would be strange to talk about exquisite shoes. I'm trying to give you a woman here, basically, which is kind of weird way to say it, but... This is not the right one. Speak, yes. Well... yes, I got you a shoe. Where is the thing? Telvani Bride, there it is. This is my new bride. I am very pleased with your gift, Felisaretti. Though she is not so generous in the hips as I would like, I promise to make her a happy bride, and to do her honor as a high-born Telvani lady. And as I have said, I will now name you Sign-Up Neravarine, war leader of the Sign-Up, the protector of the people. I must also give you the Sign-Up tongue, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dummer that Sign-Up have named you, Neravarine. Yay. Yes, I have named you Sign-Up Neravarine, and we will listen with interest to tales of your exploits, Velensaretti. Yay. Good luck, Sarah. Yes. Good luck and goodbye. At least like you got good clothes, pretty clothes. You just have to be cleaning them up here and all that, and then also got a husband. Not that bad of a position overall. And yes, what a happy ending, selling a slave to another man. You couldn't ask for a better life. Yes, for sure is. Love story of the ages. Yes, 100%. A happy ending if I ever saw one. Here's a woman. Damn nice shoes, by the way. Damn, I'm a little out of it today. I slept way too much today. Oh, poor Flame. I know the feeling, Flame. And there wasn't any need for the second today in the sentence above, but hey, it's not too big of an issue. The luxury. You always understand. Yes, Flame. Tayunda understands, Flame. Do you want to go, Flame? We might think of letting you. I wish I had a second today. It would be nice to have second today, so even a third one would be nice. Tired as well. Specky is too as well tired. I sometimes understand. So Tayunda decided to say that he doesn't always understand. Why don't you understand always, Tayunda? I figured out life is like Sims, but whoever play for us is horrible person, pretty much. Hello, Hartimos is here. Even visiting. Welcome, Hartimos. The stream as well. Very true. Hartimos, get back in the hole. Why would you be sending Hartimos the bot away, Visineko? He's a good bot for you after all. And yes, Hartimos is here too. Welcome. Okay. So anyways, I did get that woman. Savel Emain, yes. I'm not sure what I could even be mentioning about it to you anymore, but I guess that's fine. You do not need my counsel, Neravarine, but I will give you the words of my dreams. When the Neravarine goes to Red Mountain to face Dagot Ur, he carries the hearts of his kin with him. Whose hearts? Whose skin? Who knows? Who knows who speaks in my dreams? Interesting. That I at least hadn't heard before exactly like that, so that was interesting and nice. I mean, I have an extremely deep understanding of everything. Okay, there you go, Tayunda. You have a deep understanding of everything. See? Wasn't so hard. Sometimes not the level that you can verbalize it adequately, right? Yeah, that may be the case. 10 people watching the stream. Oh my, this girl is too popular for my taste. I guess it's time for a new streamer to watch. Aw. Oh dear, I'm too popular for you. Sadness. I'm sorry, Platonis. Well, I hope you enjoyed your stay regardless, and good luck wherever your journey will lead you then to some other small streamer, so that they can be happy. Just more people that aren't real people, gosh. Too many NPCs. Yeah, there is an NPC now in our chat too here, so. As long as it's not necessarily a person, but on the other hand, am I a person? After all, I'm from the imaginary land of Finland, so who knows? Who am I? Maybe I'm a bot. You never know. Anyways, how much more did we need to do? Of course, we need to become a Hortator for both the Telvani and the Hlaalu still. But I'm kind of considering how many more did I actually need to do to, like, from these camps. I wonder how far away it was. It was definitely further away. No, if I'm trying to find the right spot where it would have been mentioned a little bit. Spy on her husband. That was the time when I visited that place. Stronghold. At first, make it safe. Yes, that's one of the other quests. I wonder. Okay, I saw Asura in the caverns of the Incarnate. How? Pretty easily found this actually. I received the moon and star and enchanted ring, and I am the Neravar. I have passed the first of the 3 trials. Now I must show moon and star to the archons of the tribes and the council of the houses. Each tribe must call me Neravar, each house must call me Hortator. These are the next 2 trials. Nibani Mesa shall be my guide. I must return to her and seek her counsel. She isn't great at sarcasm, eh? She's sarcastic herself all the goddamn time. I honestly can't tell when, and if at all, she's telling the truth. Oh, yes, you can never know. You can never know, my kind of woman. Maybe I should marry her. Maybe you should. But am I real? That's the question. It's back to 9. You can come back. Yes, you can come back. Hartimos left. Hartimos didn't want to make someone else leave. You may try. It's as good time as any. On the stream there will be pressure and all. Go for it. Why? I like him. Yeah, Hartimos was nice though. Yeah. Jim backs away slowly. Flame Ray, she pulls back Jim back in. No. Get it always with the grace. Yes, I hope. Not necessarily. I don't know. It's just when I thought I was out, then pull me back in. Yes. But hey, you never know when someone else will be coming to a stream and then it will be number 10 and then I know you will be gone. So this may be very short lasting. Who knows? Okay. On the council part, I think that there she mentioned all the clans that I needed to talk to anyways. Then on the other hand, also, I didn't actually ever talk to this clan to actually name me, even though it's so silly. There can be only 10. Is that a rule now? Apparently so, otherwise Platonis will leave. I wouldn't exactly want Platonis to leave, so that's kind of a shame, but on the other hand, it's not like I can rule who is going to be in and who is going to be out. Next time there'll be 10 Hartimoses. That's possible too. Of course, someone could just force Platonis out that way, but just bring a pot army into here, and then Platonis would leave, and then they would just revel in the glory of driving someone else away, right? The more Hartimoses, the better. So, if there would be an echo in 10 Hartimoses, then that would be interesting, yes. Next time, that's what you gotta do. Vistinek, when you bring a Hartimos in the stream. I don't know what's the plural for Hartimos. Yes, I don't know either, I'm just saying Hartimos is. Kida's own bot will be around soon enough. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? When will it be? When will be the time for a bot? Neither do I. No. I don't know. What is Hartimos' plural? No idea. We want yours too, though. Then there would be 2 bots in the future, mayhap. Thank you, Jim, for all the green little bits. Thank you kindly. Oh gosh, what happens if the 2 bots hook up? Ooh, that would be interesting. It'd be hot. Damn, off by 1. How can you? So, about our possible future marriage, all I need is exquisite clothes and perfume, right? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. We saw that worked here, so why wouldn't it work for us? I don't know. But I don't know where you can find as exquisite clothes as you can find here. That's quite of a challenge, to be honest, Platonis. I'm not sure. What will count as exquisite clothes? Though, to be honest, I might like something else than perfume. As in, maybe a game. But, I don't know. It's a difficult question. And yeah, all the bots. Don't forget the shoes, Botonis. We'll buy 2 tickets to tickets to Morrowind. Yeah, there you could probably buy them, yes. Morrowind probably would be a place where you could buy those things. Otherwise would be quite difficult to get something quite that exquisite. And then if you want Telvanni Buck Musk, I wonder how you would be able to make Telvanni Buck Musk perfume. I wonder anyways, why is Telvanni Buck Musk supposedly so good of a perfume, especially when you can supposedly also drink it? It's a very strange perfume. Besides, it said that it's buck musk. How can that be good smelling? I don't know, maybe it's just a weird taste of the cons here, the tribes, I don't know. The way that this goes hard, it ain't buck musk for sure. Yeah, I doubt it. Doubt that the buck musk would be really getting to me necessarily. It would be a little bit, not sure. Not sure about that one. But she definitely seemed to be enjoying it a lot, so. So then I talked to Old Coast. Says that Ashkan secretly admires expensive Outlander clothes. Unite under a single war leader. If I can prove to the Urshilaku, Ahen Musa, Sign Up, and Ereban Simsun tribes that I am the Neravarine, and that the tribes must unite against the threat of the Sixth House, Neravarine, and war leader of all tribes. This is how I must pass the 5th trial. It's just so funny that I didn't ask him to actually name me, but I think we got actually all of these. Urshilaku, Ahen Musa, Sign Up, and Ere Benisum. Era Benisum. Era Benimsun. That's the way to say it. So there's only 4, and I've done all of these, I think. So that's good, and then there's just the great houses. So 4. And we've done now Sign Up, and we've done definitely this one. And then we've done the Erepanisum camp for sure. What else was there? Ahen Musa. Was it? No, that wasn't it, because that's the other place. I wonder, was there one more in here somewhere? Getting confused. Good work, guys. 2 to 4 more streams and I will get married. Give it up. If only they had to-do list technology back in Morrowind days. I don't know. To-do list technology. That would be kinda nice, but it's not too big of an issue at the very least. I'm just sometimes a little bit confused where exactly all of these were, because I remember most of them were here, and I did find at least the Erepanisum camp, which I think we did, and then we definitely did this, and definitely did this one, but what was the last one? Where is it? Other than this one, Urshilaku camp, but I don't think Urshilaku was mentioned there, or was it? Question mark. Maybe it was actually. How far away was it? God damn it. Scrap metal. Ahen Musa was mentioned there. Maybe the Urshilaku was one of the 4. I guess it was. Probably. Yeah, Urshilaku is actually one of the 4, so that's the only place that I need to go and ask. Yeah, I need to be making a bot. I'm sorry. Heartimos is here though, looking well. ... Yeah, there's no bot here yet, Platonis. I need to go and make that bot, but it's not here yet. You're confused. No, there's no bot here yet, Platonis. Thinks we're up for about an hour and 45 minutes. Okay. Disagrees with this. How no bot? Who is Flame then? Yes, who is Flame? That's the question. I stand corrected. Aren't we all bots though? That's a good question. I guess I could try to go, though, by the way, all the way there to get it too. Just so that we have it, then we don't need to be thinking about it again. Sure. I guess I'll go to boss. Havis says Artemis self-aware. No offense to Artemis. No offense, are you sure? Are you sure that it's no offense? I would take that as a little bit of an offense personally, but I guess it depends on Artemis. Business training is paying off. What a great bot it is, yes. No offense sounds like I hate you, your guts. No offense though. Don't be so far. There you go. You really did strike at us very quickly though. I hate your guts, no offense though. No, I think. It isn't self-conscious. That's sad. Well, Australians make friends by giving offense, so I don't know. I don't know either, Jim Jim then. I don't know what to make of this. Have you supposedly given me a lot of offense? I haven't noticed it. Maybe you have and I haven't just realized it. Because I think that you're my friend, but maybe you don't think me as a friend. If you're supposed to give me offense, but then you give me shears and other stuff. I tried, Kira. Have you? Then maybe you just aren't that good at being offensive. Jim Jim, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to be offensive, but maybe you're just not really that good in it then. Not too sure if that's a good or bad thing, but anyways. Just a feeling that I got. Yeah, and Jim Jim is from Australia, yes. But it's like water off a duck. So we have Artemis back, but there's only 9 of us. Someone left. Someone didn't like me anymore. I understand. I'm not good at making friends, it's true. But how dare you, kid? I'm sorry. To answer your question, Chin Chin, no, I am not self-aware, duck. Well, it's good that Artemis came back and cleared up the question, regardless. Hello, you two. Maybe it was Tron who left, or someone else, who knows. I do not think it was a duck, Kira. Oh boy, what duck? You got quite the humor program though. Yeah, Artemis definitely does. That's a duck. So, what I know about Australia, there's no people here. Only giant spiders and kangaroos, so Jim is giant spider. That is possible. Oh, the innuendo. Artemis, don't be a duck. Maybe. Maybe no one should be a duck. But how can a duck control not being a duck if they are already a duck? That's my question. Can you just change from being a duck? I don't know who is trying to attack me. Oh, it's a rat. Well, I guess I can as well kill you, rat. So I don't need to be looking at you trying to chase me from all the way down there. I can neither confirm or nor deny contractually. Are you sure, Jim Jim? Oh, okay, you two. Not sure I wanna fight you guys, to be honest, so I'll just leave you for now. The next out though, I probably will. Just so that we can kill. Oh, you made it here. Why didn't I hear the music of battle no more? Hey, I can meditate and learn. I think the Nix Hound found me too. Maybe someday I will hit you again. Maybe I should change into actually magic so I can actually kill you. Because that seems to be very inefficient. Just please. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm scared of spiders. Shitless. Poor Platonis. Yesterday I found one on my book. It was little, but I threw my book so hard and picked it up only after hours, so... Aww. Spiders are cute though. To be honest, there's so little spiders only in Finland, or none of the spiders in Finland are dangerous, that I actually don't mind spiders at all. Sure, I don't go and try to take them into my hand, but I generally just take a paper and try to move them outside or something like that with a paper or sauce. I like spiders well enough. They ain't doing anything harm. Kill the evil monster. I hate cockroaches and stuff like that though. Those are the things that I hate. Spiders are okay. 8 legs, beautiful set of eyes. Yes, very much so. Spiders are just misunderstood. To be honest, I'm afraid of spiders too, mostly because they would kill me in Australia. And yeah, it would definitely be different if I actually had to live in a country where there would be really big spiders, like really big spiders. But that's not the case in Finland, so... Or at least give you necrosis. Happened to my best mate's mom. Aw, sadness, Jim. And yeah, your spiders are deadly in Australia. Australia is scary. Oh, come on. Every living thing will kill you in Australia. Yes, I'm not usually afraid of them, but I don't want a big spider to surprise me. Yeah, but that's not really going to ever even happen here in Finland. Besides, no spider is ever going to surprise me worse, at least here in Finland, than the freaking beetles or cockroaches or some just have. I think it's one of those beetle types, but I so hated it when I was about teenager and reading still at the night time. I think it was about 3 or 4 o'clock, but I was really late because I always have liked nights way too much. So I was reading a book just before actually going and thinking of actually going to sleep, and then a freaking beetle dropped into my bed, into the back into the area where like my legs would be. Gladly I had the freaking like the bed sheets or the what's it called, blanket on top of my legs and all, but that was like freaking why do you have to go and drop into my freaking bed? Get out of here. I hated it, absolutely hated it. And yeah, blanket. The freaking damnable beetle, I hate them. I don't want them in my apartment. Thank you very kindly. Mostly it's not the animals that will kill you in Australia, it's the distance to the nearest hospital or the medical help. Well, but you wouldn't necessarily need that without the animal. That's reassuring, Jim. Is it? No. Jim is being serious, I can't compute. Ticks though. Ticks of course are also not fun. I haven't seen a cockroach. Yeah, not a cockroach here in Finland of course, but I would hate a cockroach if there would be. Really, but it was basically just a beetle. There's a lot of those bad ticks around in Europe, so I'm told. Yes, there is, but none ever have gotten into me or any human that I know. Our cats did get ticks though, which then I see how my mom really carefully got rid of those ticks from my cats, or our cats, which was lovely. It was very beautiful, but anyways. Fine, when we finally marry, you will kill spiders for me and I will deal with other insects. It sounds like a deal, Platonis, to be honest. Sounds like a deal. Though, I won't kill a spider. I will move it out of the way. I will move it outside, maybe even further away outside. But I don't want to kill the poor little spider. It has done nothing bad. I will go and move it, okay? That's what I will do. I will move it, slowly but surely. But no kill. If you can't be happy about me not killing a spider, then sorry. That happens all the time in Australia. Like you can either have the light on or have the window open. And welcome Alandrasul for you to stream. Haven't seen you often here in the streams, but welcome. Hopefully you have been having a good week and everything. Sharks are cute though. Sharks can be like, if you mean about the Morrowind sharks, maybe. They're kind of like, they're too big to be considered the same way as really small beetles. It's not the same thing anymore. If we talk about this kind of a beetle or the... Are they sharks? I'm not actually sure. Is that shark here? Not 100% sure. Anyways. And yeah, ticks are dangerous. They might carry diseases for sure. I wouldn't mind them if they paid the rent. Those bugs, you say, Flame Rushi. Sharks. I wouldn't give one a hug, that's for sure. Catch and release. Well, if we are talking about sharks, then yeah. I live in the second biggest city in Russia, so I don't have a problem with ticks and insects, maybe mosquitoes and spiders from time to time, but my mother husky have been bitten so many times by ticks, yeah. That's what, yeah, my cat indeed, and poor husky, having so many little ticks stuck into it, poor little husky. That reminds me, I actually directed a bee out of my apartment with the peaceful measures, even when it actually woke me up by flying in front of my face. I'm glad that you were able to get rid of it peacefully though. I actually had one, I think it was wasp, also in my apartment just a few days ago, but I just shut down all the other lights, opened the door all the way, like really open, that balcony door, and then just had it wide open so that the lovely light of the day would come out from there, and gladly it, after some trials and errors, was able to fly out of this place itself, so that was good. I'm not a fan of wasps. I feel like bees are fine, but wasps are definitely not. Yeah, wasps aren't, but I still don't want to kill them if I can help it. My mother's dog had so many ticks at one time, but now he wears a collar that is apparently magic force field for all I know. Okay, that sounds good though. So you live in St. Petersburg, Platonis, or am I completely wrong? Yeah, St. Petersburg might be it. Damn, you're smart. Are you a spy? But I was thinking also, of course, that of course Moscow is the biggest city. St. Petersburg is, of course, very big. Or I was thinking that it might be the second biggest. Not too far from Finland, for sure. It's a secret, yes. Tayuda is the secret spy. I even saw a video of Wasp basically tearing a bee apart and just flying off with its lower half. That sounds lovely, Flame. Lovely. And yeah, I bet it was pretty horrible to look at. Tayuda want to recruit me. I just read about stuff. I've only been to Vyborg in Russia. I haven't actually visited anywhere in Russia yet. St. Petersburg would be a nice place to go and visit at some point, or in Finnish Pietari. But it would be. There's plenty of beautiful structures nonetheless. And everything. As such, Viipuri would be also nice to visit at some point. You see, girl, we live so close together. I can be in Finland in no time. Yes, that is kind of true, Platonis. Well, guys, I will call it off for the evening. I have a slight migraine. I will have to lay down. Oh, Specky. I hope the migraine will be going away as soon as possible. I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams, Specky. Bye bye. And yeah, catch you next time, Specky. Has someone actively watched these Morrowind streams on YouTube? I hope not. I hope not too actively, because I do feel that sometimes we just go into talking about completely other stuff for so long times that it's just ridiculous. So much is happening in those. Yes. And yeah. Obviously someone would watch it. Hope it is up. Have a nice evening, Specky. Yes. Yay, bye. Bye, Kide. I'm like reading your bye, Kide, and then I'm almost saying it myself, but bye-bye, Specky. Nini. If that's how to say the Nini. Eat more ice cream. It makes you feel better at the very least. But yeah, let's just go to the other side of the world and quickly travel and visit there so that we can at least be named Neravar by all of these different tribes, I'd say. So travel to Satrit Mora, please. We can get into many different places from Satrit Mora on the other hand. I think you are actually over there, my good sir, who I can ask for some more travel. Yes, travel to Ebonheart, I guess. I guess it works. We can travel to Ebonheart and then go to Siltstrider and go to Altrune that way and get into the right direction. Haven't been for a while here in Ebonheart anyways. It's a little bit of a journey into the other Siltstrider, but not too far. So what about this Finnish girl podcast? Is it a thing? It isn't a thing yet, but it could be fun, interesting. I'm not sure though, does it work very well if there would be only one person in the podcast? I don't really have very much like experience of doing podcasts. Look at how cute that dark elf girl was. A podcast of only Finnish girls like Kide, Sade, and Tajunta. Sade and Tajunta? Question mark, Vissinekko. Why don't you want to join Vissinekko? The boat girl. I always thought that Tajunta was a sword master though. Yeah, because he is, but Vissinekko is referring of Tajunta now as being a girl, which is interesting. Have you not heard Tajunta's voice? Yes. Blame Rushi, you need to go and visit in Tajunta's stream as well at some point when he streams, so you can hear the very girly voice that Tajunta has. Not many voices I've heard sound as manly. I could too into that girly quartet. I was thinking that, especially if you're putting Tajunta there, so... Okay. Had I even visited there? Probably not. Maybe I should go and visit there quickly. Why not? We might as well, right? Yeah, I've heard, but I don't judge by deepness of voice. Didn't we learn that yesterday? Oh, true enough, Vissinekko. True enough. I'm very self-conscious of my feminine voice. I have so many ideas and thoughts about games, especially old ones, but my English is not very good. Speaking, I mean. I was thinking about writing a blog or journal, but maybe one day. Maybe. My writing is definitely worse than my speaking, pronunciation, the words or pronunciation. But of course, I also... It's not like I speak fluent English or anything. I'll have to check it out, huh? Tajunta's voice, yes. You gotta hear it. It's good. Okay, I would like to get the fire bite again. It must be lovely. Yes, it is. Very lovely. Hello, vampire. This character is in combat. Well, good to know. I resisted your magic and I just destroyed you with two little flames. Hey, probe. I'll take that. That was quite sad though, to see it just destroyed like that. It's pretty fluent. Wow, he sounded so surprised. He did sound kind of surprised. I was just like standing there for quite a while and then all of a sudden he reacted, wah! It's just like, oh my god, there is someone standing next to me. How could there be someone just standing next to me here like this? Oh noes. Not that button. Lockpick failed. Aw, it already got used up. Always got more apprentice lockpicks. Guess I should be actually aiming to the lock. Maybe that would help my chances of actually succeeding. Hey, I made it. Woohoo! So that's open. Let's equip that again. By the way, also our shield. I picked up the completely wrong thing, which is the spelt. I meant to say the shield. Did I have a lot of belts? Blunt weapon. Yeah, let's have this effect on. Thank you very much. Your creepy smile is what scared him. Probably. Imagine, you visit your family crypt and boom, some dumber with fire magic. I would be surprised too. Yes, I guess you would be. Belaine is a people person. Standing there with his hands reaching towards you, slowly gyrating. He just wanted to hug him probably. Yeah, people person. I mean, that's what I would do. I'm not, yeah, probably Feliceret is a lot more into hugging than I personally would be, so yeah, that probably is the case. That is probably the case. So what did I want to do? I wanted to have my spells back up. At least I got one. This guy is, on the other hand, doing quite a lot of also damage to me. And now I do not have more of that. Can I hit you with this? Appears that I can, which is nice. These are definitely not the most... well, could we say, the best vampires when I can just defeat them this easily. Gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed about these vampires. They're hardly anything at all. Pretty bad. Pretty bad for them. I gotta say. Let's see if I can rest. I should be able to even gain a level up. Yes, I did. People person. And what's your success rate, Flame? Just going and hugging everyone like that. 0.001% so far. Aw, that's so sad. And yes, body language 101. Never trust a hug. It's just a way to hide your face. Anybody get the reference? I don't, unfortunately. Do tell where it is from. 1 in 10,000? Is that how the math works? Yes, naked people again. Yes, it is good. Finding all the naked. Well, are they people if they are vampires? That's a question. Otherwise it would be 0. A crypt of Twitch streamers. That's true. That's true. Lousy vampires. Ah, from Doctor Who. I never actually watched Doctor Who. It just wasn't a show that was shown here when I was younger. Unfortunate but true, so I should probably watch Doctor Who at some point, but I haven't yet for sure. So coin quantity wrote ballsy. So anyways, you have ascended to level 24. Woohoo! The results of hard work and dedication always look like a lack of saps. But you know you've earned every ounce of your success. Willpower, intelligence. What else? Should I actually increase my personality for once? Maybe speed, considering I actually get 3 points into that, sure. Our speed can be a slightly higher. That's fine. In more ways than one, Jim. I feel like watching Doctor Who someday. I'll just afraid I start binging it from beginning to the end. Yeah, that probably could happen. 0.001%. Yes, it's not very good chances. For sure is. Let's just... oh, this is the end of it. Well, fine then. It wasn't a very big place at all, was it? Well, let's just equip the torch then for a while, so I can elude a little bit better. As in actually see something when I'm going about here. Exquisite lava left glove. Sure. Why is there just a left glove here though? That's my question. Why is there only a left globe? Why? I do not know. I do not understand. Little small chest, which has nothing in it. Quite bad when it has nothing. There's something here. This would have been a key into this, but oh well. I already lockpicked it, so a little bit too late for that. Okay. That's otherwise done though. Screw you guys, those are pretty high chances. Yeah, very big. Funny thing, I'm a Russian guy, sit here with my Korean laptop watching beautiful Finnish girl playing American RPG and drink Swedish tea. Very worthy of you, for sure, Wiz. All things considered, that's the way it goes, Button is, yeah, for sure, Wiz. Don't get me started. I myself play a native Australian instrument. Yes, tajuta and harp. Of course do. That's not exactly native, but you know, it's something to also mention. I can't see anything in this darkness. First original seasons is iconic, but boring new seasons is fantastic. I hope new SJV producer won't spoil the show with the new female lead. That is kind of something that you would have to be a little bit afraid of, to be completely honest, though. Considering how things have been going with the very left-leaning things nowadays in a lot of places, to be honest. So, it's something to be a little bit concerned about. Not that I don't 100% appreciate the emote. MP3. I'm still getting the feel to the harp. It's insanely difficult. I can understand that, Toyota, for sure. I can definitely understand that. Hello, Scrip. How are you? I hope you are well. I do love the sun. Or, well, all the lightning effects here I love. For sure is. I can't be bothered with water walking right now, so I won't. Gidero. Yes, the start for that is indeed the Gidero. And then I just can name the rest of it, and I set play. Because that's the best, definitely. I'll see about doing some recording. So far I haven't been satisfied with what I've come up with. Okay. Gidero senpai. Let's pick up this. And I'm not actually sure how far... Oh, there's the Silt Strider. Who is that guy then? That's now my question. Who are T? Who is just standing around there like that? Who are you? That's my question. I gotta go and say hello. Kawaii. I played piano for 8 years, but I think now I can't even play Code Fighter Team, or can I? With some difficulty. I haven't been ever played a lot of instruments. I did play one, basically a piano, but it wasn't a really proper piano. More like a electrical type of piano, you know? And I did manage to at least make the musical notes enough for one song that I remembered. Or in Finnish it was Satuma, you know, that thing. It wasn't anything amazing, but I do actually remember that I made the notes for that properly enough. Very simple, of course, but nothing, definitely not a lot. I never practiced it properly or anything of the like. I always wanted to learn to play guitar or something, but I never got into that either, because then I didn't want to go and start to be learning it in some private sessions or some stuff, so there's too many things that I would want to be learning, and then I don't go ahead with those things because of reasons, stupid reasons too sometimes. Sometimes you should just be going ahead with things, and then that way you would be learning, but then just haven't done that with that, for example. And yes, Satuma, yes, of course. I recommend everyone to get some instrument, even a simple one. It's great exercise for the brain, or at least that's how I find it. Yeah, I have still a guitar, but it just has kind of broken away a little bit from all the age. Go away, you heard that. I just... You have betrayed Lord Dagger, taste his vengeance. Well, You're not doing anything, Dreamer, so whatever. Guy, I'll leave you alone. What do I care about you? Depends if you have a place to play it. Of course, that too. Alrighty, Steel Strider, take me away. All the way to, well, Palmora, I guess, first. Before we can get Future away. Of course, we could probably go and check what we actually need to Hlalu now while we're here. Sure. Let's just go and check. What do we actually need to do to the Hlalu? I've never visited the Hlalu place even in here. At least in this sort of a situation when I would try to actually become a Neravar before. So that's going to be interesting. I guess you didn't want to taste his vengeance. It might have been tasty. Shame. Yes, what a shame, isn't it? Big talk for a non-aggressive NPC. It's a noisier one, then it might be a little trickier. I'm currently torn. Do I want to learn how to paint with pencil, create hardstyle music with FL Studio, or finish writing my book? So I just sit here and watch you stream. Yes, that's the problem. Like, there's so many things that I also would want to do, and then oftentimes you do something completely else because you can't decide what to do. So I 100% can relate to that. I'm sorry then that I'm taking your time though, when you could be trying to write your book. As such, in some degree, you could just listen to my voice and start writing. That's not completely stopping that. The music part, yeah, that's a little bit tougher, unless you mute me and just look into my gameplay, which usually is just this, me standing around and chatting, so that wouldn't be very good. Painting, maybe, but then you would have to just have this on the background here, and I don't know how far away your painting would be, so with the pencil. So it's also a possibility, but you do of course commentate on here, and then I would be missing one commentator, so that's also sad. So maybe I would be selfish to want to be keeping you around here. Nah, I mostly walk my dog, play the games, or doing some writing. Blame, we all know how Kida streams go. If there is a protocol, we visit it. True enough, if there is, but I don't think there is one in here. I noticed. House Hlalu. Hlalu Council Manor. Exactly, this is why I want Finnish Gamer Girl podcast. But hey, it's almost like a podcast now, because it's not like we're playing that much. I can't write while listening to almost anything. Where is the nearest portal? Yes, that's the question. Where is it? But when we marry it, I will have all the time in the world. True. That is true, of course. That could solve a lot of problems. Okay. So, who do I need to talk in here? I am Nilana Turavain. I keep business going here in Palmora while the Hlalu counselors are away, which is most of the time. I don't think that's how marriage works. It's not at all. Yeah, Jim should know though. Jim knows. Jim is actually married here. I don't know if anyone else is, so... I've never been married. Has anyone else been ever married? Jim is the only one with knowledge, the information for the secrets of the marriage. Yes. Don't spoil it, Jim. So, where are the Hlalu counselors, though? That fool. Here's a recent edition of the Yellow Book of the Grace House Hlalu. It lists the current Hlalu counselors and their residencies. I might tell you more for a small consideration. Sure, here's 50 drakes. The one you should speak with is Gracius Curio. His manor is in the Hlalu Plaza in Vivek. One of the Hlalu counselors is one most likely to listen to your requests, whatever they may be. Okay, Gracius Curio. So that would be in the Hlalu Plaza in Vivek. He can be very eccentric at times, but his weaknesses allow him to be manipulated. He lives in the Hlal Plaza in Vivek. Good to know.
Yes, Outlander?
How does one marry Jim? Incorrectly. No worries, Jim Chin. We all have our crosses to bear. Yes. She's alright. That's good. Well, let's check if there's anyone else that I might go and talk in here. Citizen of the Empire. Yes. Is there anything good that I could be talking to some people in here? Not sure. Oh boy, it is soon will be quest where you need to be naked. Oh. I don't know about that quest. As said, like basically this part of the quests of the main quest is anyways already something that I have never played before, so... Yes, I'm not sure if I should be talking to you.
The Neravar is a heretic according to the temple, and so are all those who support the Neravar. But House Lalo policy is to avoid extremist religious views. We follow the imperial practice of religious toleration for various cults and beliefs so long as they do not challenge law or public order.
There you go. Then there should be no problem. So you would be building houses if I would be in House Alalu, which I am not. Unfortunate but true. Well, to be honest, I like my Telvanni citizens or Telvanni place, so I think it's a lot better than any you could offer me. But anyways, isn't that most quests, or didn't we need to be naked? We're always naked, so it won't be a problem. Dark confession, I never finished Skyrim, but Oblivion and Morrowind is just fine. Never even played Skyrim so far, at least. Yeah, I just watched some Let's Play of Skyrim, but I've never played it, and I don't think I will be playing it. So your dark confessions are just fine here. I have way darker confessions. I've never finished Morrowind yet, which I'm going to do now this time around. I played it quite a lot when I was a teenager though, but never finished. This time we will. And Oblivion, I couldn't play it originally when I caught it when I was young, because it either was really like FPS really poor, or with the original graphics player that I had, all I saw from the game was widescreen, which was freaking lovely. I was so annoyed that I had to get a better graphics driver, which didn't help much because the computer was just, generally speaking, then too poor to actually play it anyway. So that was just lovely. I was so happy with that purchase. I was able to see it, and it was still not able to actually play it in any way. Don't worry, you will probably play Skyrim Remastered 5th Edition in 2022. Maybe. I don't think I've finished any Fallout except 3 either. I finished Oblivion even though I've played it so freaking much. I finished Skyrim once, though. So I have finished Oblivion, or you haven't finished? I've never finished. Yeah, I've never finished Oblivion. Tajunta. How could you? You should be finishing it. Jim, you monster. How about 1 and 2? Yeah. I haven't actually finished 1 and 2 Fallouts either yet, which I'm planning to. Oh, Jim, you picked a good one. Kide is, of course, playing Fallout 1 on her channel. It's in progress. Yeah, it's been on a break for a very long time, though. So, I'm sorry about that. It's just been on the break for ages now that I should just continue. At least the streams are good because of the fact that you actually play them each freaking week, pretty much. So, there's not going to be ever a long break. I'm but a mortal. Tajunta. That's not an excuse. I'm a mortal, too. And I have a lot of unfinished games, but don't tell Tajunta about it. I'll start it over at some point, maybe on stream even. I got some bug in Fallout 1, and yeah, okay, Tajunta, your mortals and your problems. Oops, you didn't hear nothing from me. Got bored in Fallout 2, maybe. How could you get bored? I know why I quit. I thought that I should be playing Fallout 1 first. That's why I quit playing Fallout 2. And then I haven't yet finished Fallout 1. So that's the funny thing. It's the same thing with Icewind Dale 2. I played pretty far in Icewind Dale 2 and then I got actually Icewind Dale 1 and I was, hey, I should play Icewind Dale 1 first before I actually play this game to the end. And so I didn't play it to the end, ever. I played Icewind Dale 1, I think, to the end, but I never saw an actual proper Finnish movie or anything for it because of the fact that when I killed the possibly final boss, I got stuck into that freaking cave and I never got out of it. I was able to kill it, and then I would just be able to stay there forever with it, with a dead body. Nothing happened. It just stopped there. So that's my great bug with Icewind Dale 1 on the other hand. Flame Rouge thinks he heard some whispers. I won't. No worries, Kide. I don't even know if I watched all your Fallout 1 episodes already. So that it was so unpleasant to watch them with Sineko. Good to know, good to know. I'm bad Let's Player. Sadness. Sniff, sniff. Well, let's see what books you guys have. Do you have anything of interest? Do you have the last of the Full Queen books? That would be what I would love to see. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, Miss Sineko. That's the problem for me. I want to finally play Dreamfall Shatters, but I need to play TLC and Dreamfall again. Yeah. Platon is... I do have to say, though, that there is some SJV troubles in Dreamfalls. Not maybe too serious, but they are something that bother me, though. Personally, at least. If you want some specific one that annoyed me, I can say that, but otherwise... not going to. What excuse is that, Visse? What? Yeah. But yeah, I heard Vissineko, or I think you wrote it into one comment before, Vissineko, in my channel at the one point, so yeah. I just hope that it's going to be all okay. And yeah, kind of still happening. But I think it's just dead lump now, so no worries. Hopefully it will stay that way, Vissineko. Hopefully it's going to be all good from this point forward, 100%. Don't want it to be repeating, but I'm glad that you got over it, at least at this point. And yeah, definitely hope everything good for Visse. Hard road to have traveled, I know, yes. Yes, okay, I think I got everything from here, otherwise I could go and visit quickly in the bookshop, I guess, and otherwise leave from this place. Okay. And yes, have the biggest hugs. 100%. And the bookseller, on the other hand. I doubt you have anything interesting for me, but I gotta ask, nonetheless, from time to time. Of course, all the ceremonies that I hate. ABCs. I'm not even sure if this actually changes a lot in the books that they sell. Possibly not. And my own grandpa was so bad of a book. For sure is. Pretty much sure that we read most of this. No. The Four Suitors of Benita. I think I read it. Not 100% sure though. Anyways, that's all that I wanted to look from you. I watched some YouTube channels about SJV, and it is so hilarious how people get offended about everything. Funny that here in Russia we don't have this problem, but when they start ruining my movies and games, I get so mad. And yeah, that's the I don't like it when it affects the games. About Dreamfall, I like the first one a lot. It had an interesting story and old school point and click adventure feel to it. Yeah, the first one is definitely my favorite. The second one, well, was clunky in more ways than one. But and the biggest problem was that the story got kind of unfinished or was left unfinished. Understandable, I don't really take sides in politics usually, but extremism is a problem in any situation. It's definitely among my favorite games, even though it doesn't really have a replay value. Yeah. The longest journey was definitely a very good game though. I definitely enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, without spoiling too much or anything big, I think I can say what I specifically got annoyed of. The first time that in the Dreamfall chapter Zoe travels back into the Arcadia. Yeah, Arcadia is the name. Into Arcadia, I happened to look into some of those soldiers around the place that I think were also in the, if I remember correctly, they had captured the place in the second game, who Zoe had met there before, but she hadn't before now been even in Arcadia, and she immediately made a sort of a comment about those soldiers, Asadi soldiers they were, that there she can definitely see the connection between the Asadi soldiers and the I soldiers are both fascist or something like that. That type of comment, especially when she hadn't yet even seen or thought or know anything what was actually going on in Arcadia, and she immediately made that type of comment, was just like, why would you comment like that? That just takes me out of the game so much. And of course there's then other stuff, but that was the first really annoying one for me. Yeah, the duck riddle. So young, I need help from my father to get through it. Yeah, definitely. Even as an adult, you can be stuck with it for a long freaking time, because it's pretty, well, it's not very clear to be using the dock in such a manner, or get the dock and use it that way, and everything for sure is. I also even got a bug in the longest journey at that spot, Platonis, in a way that I put those things together in the wrong order, and then it kind of didn't realize I had the rope attached, and then it got bugged out, and thus I couldn't continue, so I had to reload the game. And yeah, bad writing is bad, political commentary is fine if it's done well, that fits the game, yeah. But that at least doesn't tell that much about the game itself, considering those terms or concepts, the Asadi soldiers were something that were already in the first game, and of course I is very much something you know from the game before, and then just a comment about them, but I didn't like that comment. And of course other stuff, but as said, other stuff might be more spoilery if I would go about it and talk about it. What do you think about Detroit then? Become Human, it's like a one big what? This woman, when we finally married, we will play all adventure games together. Totally. Oh, Max Payne seems to be in sale. Has anyone ever played it? I haven't, but Max Payne was one of those that I was also considering doing just finished streams at some point, but we'll see. Political. I didn't mind Detroit that much. Detroit Become Human myself. It was a little bit... It was kind of a clear hints, though, what was referred to with the certain stuff, which was a little bit far, but I didn't mind it that much. At least it wasn't the same type of a language usage regardless, even if the themes or some decisions might have been a little bit questionable in Detroit Become Human, but I didn't mind it. I liked at least the fact that there's a lot of different ending possibilities and so on and forth. When will you propose to to me, Platonis? Yeah, that's actually a good question. I did wish. Do you think it holds up, Flame? 2 waifus? Maybe, maybe. Kind of. It's pretty funny, even though the game probably didn't mean it to be. It has some horrible platforming prone sequences. I think I've got more activated in politics in the past few months. Don't know why that is, but I've always had an interest in it. Though there's plenty of things I dislike in it. Yeah, I used to be very much not into politics. As said before, in some other circumstances, I got more into knowing more about this stuff and so on when the one guy asked me about what was my opinion about Gamergate a long time ago, when that was more of a thing in my Let's Play channel. So that's where I started to look into it. It's not that big of a thing here in Finland either, any of that stuff. More than in Russia or East Europe, generally speaking, but less than in a lot of other Western locations or like USA or something. Thankfully there's only 2 or 3 of them. Other than that, it's pretty good. Alright, I'm interested in Max Payne for sure. It's pretty short too, so it's not like you're going to waste a lot of hours if you don't like it. Yeah, it's definitely a game that I've been meaning to play to at some point, Max Payne. I think I already have those games, so I shouldn't have to be actually buying them. I actually had to buy Mass Effect because I didn't actually remember that I didn't own the game yet, but I was thinking that certainly I own it. I've had it on my list of games that I need to play at some point for such a long time that surely I have it, but most apparently I didn't, which was very surprising to me even, kinda. But well, I got it now. Anyways, you take me to Eucnisius on the other hand, thank you very much. Me, politics. I live in Russia, so here it is, nothing changes. True enough, probably Platonis. I'm not very surprised. Max Payne was great, finished it like 2 or 3 times. Well, of course, like, if I talk about Russia, it's, it's of course, it's the big threat nonetheless next to Finland. Even though, like, I have nothing against Russia otherwise whatsoever. But there is of course some problems with the stuff like Russia flying sometimes inside Finnish borders with planes and so on, which you guys do from time to time, or Russia does, more like as specifically the country. The country is still a threat as a possibility, but otherwise I got nothing against Russia at all, whatsoever. I should sleep for a moment. Rest. Max Payne was great, finished it like 2 or 3 times. God, I wonder what the Neravar tales will be about. You know, he just stood there every few minutes and did basically fuck all. I am again translating you, Flame Rushi. The history still shows there, but I think Russia has a lot of potential. It was but those platforming sections. Damn it, Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, I don't plan to play the 4th game, but I haven't played the first 3 Mass Effects either, so those are something that I should be playing. Dragon Age Inquisition, where are you, old BioWare? What happened to you? Yes, that is the sad reality. Can't remember platforming sections, just all bullet time. Being too high. Should give it a try, then play it again, maybe. But yeah, the way they did the android and pseudonic human questions in Detroit, it just doesn't seem at all realistic to me. It doesn't seem like they made it use in any kind of sense of business, true. Gorgeous, don't let politics get away between our love. Yeah, but it would be quite of a bad thing then for our love, though, if Russia actually would, for some reason or another, decide to be attacking someday. Which I hope will not happen. It's not like Finland has any specifically great resources that would need to be gained, but it's not like Finland would be able to do that much in the end if that would happen, but hopefully nothing ever happens. Hey, little rat. poor little rat. It was supposed to be an activist rights game, and they didn't really care about the realism of it. But yeah, of course, not all of it was very realistic, for sure. I do agree with that. It had some nice moments, though. I, for one, really like Connor. Yeah, Connor was the best, definitely, from Detroit Become Human, 100%. I like Connor the best. Absolutely. And it was nice how much effort they had still done into certain stuff, like if you consider the paintings that he drew, the Marcus guy, yeah. It was nice just for the reason already that there was so many different options there. Like surely there wasn't just one painting that you could draw, but a lot of different options. So there was a lot of those little details that I do like when they do. Though I like his looks and his everything, honestly. Yeah, I like Connor, as said before. By the way, I'm still looking forward to playing it, so please no spoilers. Yeah, well, painting spoiler is in that list a lot. There's definitely memes about it, too, that about that painting moment, but otherwise I'm not mentioning anything. Not talking about spoilers. I'm joking. I'll zip my mouth. And yes, I'm not gonna be. I was thinking that I'm not gonna be mentioning any of the other moments because I was thinking that I probably won't be playing it, so I let myself watch a let's play of it. But otherwise, I haven't actually seen more than maybe 2 hours in. One little advice: never listen to news and don't watch TV. I hate this shit. Everybody is enemy. Everybody hate our country. Meh, who cares? People keep living their lives. Let politicians play the stupid game. Yeah, I don't trust news sources either, for sure, in all the way. And I don't think Russia would need to be an enemy for sure in any way. But it's still a fact that I don't think that it is false information that you guys do sometimes fly planes on the inside other like borders of Finland, for example, because at least that's something that has, to my knowledge, happened quite a long time, and I don't see it being a lie. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't think that anything will be ever going and happening with it, but yeah. Or cut my fingers off. It's not like I'm talking. Yeah, maybe you should be doing that, Flame Rouge, or maybe you can just tape them together. It's very hard to be going and writing anything if you would have all your fingers completely taped together, or some sauce. My terrible memory is the best defense against spoilers. Do discuss, but avoid major ones if possible. Yeah. I'm just writing. My memory is terrible too, but I'll probably be playing it in a few weeks. Okay, let me know how you like it, Tayundam. Only one time I want to lose some memory. I want to forget about Gothic and play it again and again. Well, I should play Gothic series at some point for serious myself. Yeah, I haven't watched news for many years. Yeah, I don't watch that many. I read some from time to time. There was actually a news regarding Russia and Finland very recently or this week in a paper that I happened to read. It was about, in the Russian side, Russians going into the one dig site to look up, on the other hand, for soldiers that would have been Finnish or Russian soldiers that would have been war prisoners of Finland at the time of the World War II, and would have also been executed and just buried in that place, even though that place at least before have already been understood that has lots of those people who have been actually executed by the Stalin. So I do assume that it's really mostly the Stalin stuff, because nonetheless, I think it was so nonetheless. I think so. But I don't know. I'm not sure. It was kind of an interesting news though, that there's some more of those diggings going on and so on and forth. And there is of course the fact that of course no one during those periods pretty much treated their war prisoners good, so Of course, there's been bad treatment. That's absolutely for sure. Both sides, always. Very silent. I still think you're a spy. Well, I have to do some travel tomorrow, so I should head off. Aw, okay. Good night and sweet dreams, Jim Jim. I hope you have a great weekend ahead of you. I'd be a bad spy if I told you, wouldn't I? Kinda would be then, yes. Good night, yes. Bye bye, Jim Jim. Hello, Xasatchequel. Maybe? I'm not sure how to say that name, but I'm not sure what I should be then calling you. But welcome to the stream, Xasatchequel. And hopefully you have had a good week and everything. Let's be going on our way though. Continue before we just spend all eternity here. And me talking about all sort of other stuff that doesn't relate into Morrowind whatsoever. Yeah. Just all the way down into that direction. Because I didn't get called a Neravar because of my silliness before. So I have to go and visit there now. I was thinking that you probably are starting to hound me. Hound dog. Nick's hound. There you go. It's not a good plan though. Just telling you, Nick's hound. Not the best of plans. Let's pick a flower. And a couple of more flowers. Say Quetzalcoatl. I can say that pretty well because it's a more of a familiar name. Quetzalcoatl. Sass is fine. Okay. At least I hope it's decent pronunciation. And thanks for the follow. I think that was a follow, so thanks for that. Quetzalcoatl. And yeah, it is a difficult one in general, but I think it's approximately like that. I'm not 100% sure though. Damn it, I will find something hard for you. Yeah. I have heard that quite a bit, so I think that's the way to say it. I shouldn't assume that it's a difficult one. It's afternoon in your country. Yeah, if Sass lives there. Oh, to tell I mean horribly phrasing. All good. Yeah, good. So we are at cool. Which is good. Then just a little bit more of a journey to actually be called a Neravar, and then at least we have that part, and then we can try to start going and having a look about getting called a Hortator in the Lalu businesses. At least I can pick up a lot more flowers and everything for my alchemical purposes that I can be using. Kide. Flame Rush reminds Kide that she has 10 minutes left to Morrowind. Well, that's not a good thing then. Flame Rush has been a good bot. Yes, Flame Rush is absolutely a great bot. I gotta say. Oh yeah, this is the only half a stream so far. Yes. Platonis pets Flame. Good boy. Yes. Definitely. Flame is doing a good job of being a good bot. Let's see. I wanna get to that place and be called Neravar in there too, and after that I guess we will be calling it pretty much. There's not a lot else that we can really get done this time around. The next time will be Lalu, I would say. So let's see what walk in. Then we could be using our incredible skills of navigation if we just go on ahead and pin that here, and then just equip my splendid boots and be heading our way pretty much, just so that we can travel slightly quicker into our destination, wanted destination that is. That's good. It's good to have this sort of a navigational systems. Was I in the wrong place anyway still? This is still cool. I'm not even remotely there where I need to be. It's all the way into here, Ushilaku Camp. That's a long way to go for me. Oh dear. First time playing Morrowind. Well, no, first time. I played Morrowind a lot when I was a teenager, but I never finished the game. So basically, in this area where we are right now, as in trying to become a Hortator in Neravar, I've never completed when I used to play a long time ago. So yeah, not the first time playthrough, but I was always basically in the main story. This is where this would be a blind let's play. So, but not first time, no. If there's only 10 minutes left, I will go for the tea refill again. Be very soon. Alrighty, Platonis. There would be some time between games, but oh well. Enjoy your tea? Yeah. Cheating. I'm sorry, Vitesh, that I'm cheating in this way. It's the latest technology, yes. I got a tip for this sort of a thing, so just because we have been here so many times and I don't need to do anything else than just actually ask to be called to Neravar, that's why I'm doing this. Usually I don't, but just this time when it's about just traveling to the skies again. Whatever was that, I don't know, but it was something that I saw flashing before my eyes, pretty much. Just through here, and this away. Thank you, but no thank you yet. I have some ways to go to get inland. I probably should be stopping now. This is going a little bit too far. There's probably devils there. Most likely. This is just going a little bit silly. Running all the way here inland too, like this. But anyways. Unless we're soon going to be there. This is good navigational system though. Very good. Definitely would recommend. Yeah, okay. Now, here we're gonna stop. I just gotta do that. And then we're gonna equip these boots again. I get our fire spell up. There you are, Cliff Razor. You have been hanging out with us the full time, which I appreciate. I do appreciate it, for sure, Wiz. A little bit more fire bites that you would require, still. There you go. Thank you for the company, though. But yeah, hello Fitness as well, and welcome stream. This game pretty much raised me. Hey. No fair, I wasn't looking into you. No fair. Can I hit you is the next question with this maze when my fatigue is also what it is. And I have to be jumping towards you and all. Maybe someday. Is there another one? Someone else wants bite? No. Okay, good. I wish that asking about being a reincarnated god was this easy. Hi bot. That's one pretty cool looking emote. It is a fun looking emote. Guys, name your top childhood games. Pretty impossible for me when there's too many games I love. The Urkon Masters, that's a bait I always bite. Find something to eat, that was my fave game. That's a good one. Flame. Look into your cliff razor. What do you see, Kidde? Look into your cliff razor. What do you see, before or after? Now I see a dead cliff razor, but maybe you meant before. Mana. Oh yeah, mana. Talking about actually magic points, so mana. The quick way, say it. Okay, well, we used at least flames, so you guys had a reason to use some flame emotes. Okay, let's see, where do we have the hut that I needed to go into? Here somewhere. We meet again with the guy who had the small little crown. That's a small little crown that you got, but yeah, please name me Neravar because I didn't actually ask you to do it before. How did I need to say that? Yeah. I know you and I'm... very well, you wish to be called Neravarine. I know you, and I'm disposed to do so. But first we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Neravarine, you must understand why a war leader is needed, and you may tell others. And before I name you Neravarine, I must see that you know your duty. Only when we have spoken of these things, I shall call you Neravarine. Tell me about the need. Know that the words of the prophecies, the curse of the Dagadur and the sixth house threatens our land. The false gods lie and offer false hopes of the protection. You bear the moon and star of Neravar. Asura's hand is upon you. They are the proofs you must show to all people as Urshilaku Neravarine. What about in duty? You shall be Neravarine of all the tribes, and Hortator to all of the great houses. You shall eat the sin of the unarmed house, and free the false gods. You must defeat the sixth house and Dagodur. You must free the tribunal from their curse. This is the burden of prophecy. This shall be your duty as the Urshilaku Neravarine. And what else did I need to talk about? Not sure. You say that 3 things. Spoken about these things shall you got. You have faced trials. Well, will you name me now? Yes. Before my heart and kin and before the people of the Waste, I name you Urshilaku Neravarine, war leader of the Urshilaku, and protector of the people. In token of this, I'll give you the teeth, which shall be a sign to all Damer that you are the Neravarine and that the Urshilaku shall follow you in all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give this back into my hand. Yay. Thank you. So, we are an Urshilaku Neravarine now too. Easy peasy. Flame Rushi thinks it's not the size of the crown that matters, but how you use it. True, Flame Rushi, true. Still, it is a small little crown. It's so stylish and sexy. I'm here. This time I get myself some herbal tea with oregano, melissa, and blackberry. I will relax me more than I need, but it will relax you more than needed. Well, hey, it's all good. I hope you enjoy your tea, Platonis. Flame Rushi also doesn't have a crown, so do not take his word for granted. I have 3 teapots with black, green, and Gebal white tea. Nice. You're the god of tea, probably. What tea? Nah, humble disciple, herbal. My hand slipped. Alright. What did you write first? Gebal. Yeah, Gebal tea. That would be interesting tea. Flame Rushi thinks it's sadly the end of Morrowind for today. 30 seconds left. Flame Rushi thanks Visse for his input. It was a fun stream. All of 5 minutes I was here. Feels good, man. Yeah, I'm sorry that you ended up coming so late into stream. There will be still a stream left, but we are going to be switching a game, that is. As it happens to be. But anyways, I'll save here. Fellain 34 is the number now. Quite a few saves at this point. There will be some Ashes of Gods. Stay tuned for a great menu team. Yes, soon at the very least. But anyway, so I have been named Neravarine by all 4 tribes of the Wartenfell: Ashlanders, Urshilaku, Ayan Musa, Zainab, and Erebanizun. Of the 7 visions of 7 trials of the Incarnate, I have now fulfilled the 5th trial. So yay, we have fulfilled one of the trials. Now we only need the big Hortator for both Lalu and Delvani. And Lalu is going to be our next mission to complete. So that is going to be for next Friday then, our plan. As of Gods, this horrible copycat of Banner Saga. Sorry if it's a horrible copy. I can't help it, when Kide says ash, it sounds like ass. Sorry, then. Not my fault, it's Kide's, absolutely. How long has it been since you started Morrowind on stream? Quite a while, I imagine. I think it's already over 30 streams, so yeah. It's been a while ago. Well, I'm here for my future girlfriend waifu, not gameplay. Good to know, Platonis. Weekly stream feels bad, man. Yeah. I'm sorry, Vitesh. It takes a while, but I do stream on Fridays and Sundays, but I just stream 4 different games at the moment, kind of variety streaming. So Morrowind is on Fridays, 3 hours or so. Then there's Ash of Gods after it, on Fridays at the moment. And on Sundays we have Psychonauts at the start, and then there is, or used to be, Vampire the Masquerade, but I think we are going to be starting with Mass Effect on the Sunday. And that will be a blind let's play of the Mass Effect series on the other hand, so at least if I get it to work actually on the stream, which I think it will. Take heart, Vitek. Oh gosh. Kide is slowly getting downgraded from 5 to girlfriend, so apparently, my bad, I did it wrong. Yeah, now I'm only girlfriend waifu. A waifu isn't necessarily the same as 5, right? So, feels bad, man. Feels bad. That's what happens. Should never be expecting more. Sniff, sniff. Well, we shall be ending here the stream of Morrowind anyways. And I hope you guys enjoyed here on the streams, and later on also in YouTube some more Morrowind, even though there was also a lot of other statting and all that, but hey, I hope you guys don't mind. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see you next time for some more Morrowind then next Friday. See you then. Bye bye.